Hello guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, and welcome if you are new here. Firstly, let me apologise for the noise in the background. George is currently playing with his favourite VTech Activity Centre table, and he loves it so much that I'm just not going to take it away from him. But as you can see from the title, today is George's 11-month baby update. Can you believe that he's 11 months old? I've got an 11-month-old baby. Like, wow. He's almost not a baby anymore. He's almost a toddler. It's his first birthday in under a month. Like, oh my God, I literally cannot believe it. It feels like yesterday I gave birth and here we are, almost a year later. But yes, here we are for George's 11-month update. There's no chance in hell that he's going to sit with me whilst I do this video. So what I thought I could do is just pop some like clips of him over the top. You gonna say hi? No, he's not gonna say hi. He doesn't care about YouTube anymore, do you? Oh, that's my phone. Thanks for that, honey. Do you want a teether? That might be better. How about we give you this block? This wooden block. That's just as good. Yeah. George has also been a little bit poorly in the last couple of days, so he's on the mend now, but he's just yeah, he's just fighting it a little bit. So I'll let him continue, be happy, do what he needs to do, and I can sit here and talk to you guys about his 11-month update. I feel like there's loads to talk about, so let's just get into it. So George has obviously got still the biggest head of hair for any 11-month-old. I do need to definitely cut it, but that day is coming. And he's obviously still got his bright blue eyes as well. George is really teething recently, so as you can see, he's munching on absolutely everything, including me. He likes to bite me wherever he can. He's really suffering with teething. I think this round of teething's been quite intense. He's got 6 teeth now, 4 at the top and 2 at the bottom. I feel like a couple more at the back are coming through at some point, so he's constantly munching on stuff. Something I've discovered recently are these Dribble Bibs that actually have like teethers integrated into them, so I thought that was a really cool idea. We've been using them non-stop, haven't we, darling? Yeah, we have. In terms of like for the pain and stuff for teething, I tend to go for the teething powders, so the Teether or the Aston and Parson, I think it's called, teething powders. They're really good and they help like calm down it kind of like numbs the area, I think, and it just helps with the pain. Since month 11, since George has been 11 months old, I would say that he's really strong on his feet now. Like, he's so close to walking, so he's constantly using the furniture all along here to like walk across a room, do you know what I mean? So he'll use the furniture to cruise along, walk along, or myself to walk along, and he'd way rather do that than crawl. So yeah, it's his favourite thing to stand up, isn't it, darling? Hello, you're literally proving my point right now. Good boy. He's pretty much always standing up on something, whether that's leaning on something or like holding on to something for support. He absolutely loves using his walker, his baby walker, which I've actually got in front of me here. It's this one. He loves it. One, I love it because it's not as like bright and garish as some of the other ones. I got this from Whirly. It's the toy subscription service, but you can buy these and similar ones online for about 30 to 40 pounds. He really likes it, and he uses it to walk up and down this room constantly. Use it in the kitchen as well. It's literally one of his favourite things because it helps him like move across a room. He has occasionally stood unaided a few times, but it's like when he lets go of something and realises he's got some balance, and he smiles and gets really chuffed with himself, and then he like falls onto his bum once he's crouched down. So yeah, it's been a few seconds, I'd say about 10 seconds at a time he would do that. And when he gets that confidence, he will like put one foot in front of the other, and that will be him walking. But I think one more month and he'll be there. George loves climbing so much. His favourite thing is to climb, and his favourite thing is to use me as a stepping stone to get onto the sofa and climb all over the sofa cushions and everything. So I'll be sat on the floor, he'll literally come over to me and I'll think, oh, lovely cuddle. No, it's literally using me as a step to get onto the sofa and climb around all the sofa and do all of that. I'm really thinking for his birthday to get him a soft play little steps and slides, because I think he'll really love that, because he just loves climbing on everything all the time. Stair climbing is literally his favourite thing to do on this planet, and before bedtime we'll always, or before bath time, we'll always let him just like crawl up the stairs on his own. It takes a little bit longer, but he loves it so much that it's so worth it. He also still very much loves the camera, and that's what he's trying to do right now, is grab it. He's trying to grab it. How about we go here? Hello. George also really still loves his food, don't you, darling? You still love your food. The only thing that he's not loving is probably sitting in the high chair. It's a real struggle. Like after he's finished his food, he's straight away like really crying and screaming to get out. He just really doesn't like being restrained anymore. Yeah, it's exactly the same when he goes into the car seat. He's crying and crying. As soon as the car engine starts and we're on the way, he's fine. It's just the initial getting him into the car seat that's a real struggle recently. Can you stop doing that, little man? Can you stop doing that, please? His favourite things are by far still banana. It's his absolute favourite. He'll have that like every breakfast, every dessert, like he'll always have banana. And sweet potato wedges are definitely a favourite of his as well. He much prefers like picking food up himself and feeding himself. Whereas like he'll only take something from a spoon from you if he really likes it. Some new favourites are definitely hummus. Hummus on anything, but I sometimes give him hummus and broccoli, hummus and pita bread, anything like that. I also think recently he's really been loving fish, so I've been making like my own fish finger basically things. I'll just cut up a little fish fillet and then bread it and then put those in the oven, and he's absolutely loving that. But generally George is a very happy boy, other than if he's hungry, tired, poorly or eating. And recently he has been very poorly and it's not been the most fun, I can't lie. Sick babies are never fun. But I should say the best advice that I've had by far when it comes to poorly babies is the Calpol plug-ins. These are worth every single penny. So you get like the plug and then you get the little refills that you put into the plug. It's really straightforward and it helps George massively at night time. It helps like decongest the air. I'm not really even sure, but it just works and it's just an absolute lifesaver. Makes that room smell like medicine, but he absolutely definitely sleeps better when that is in as opposed to when it's out. The other really good piece of advice we had was actually to lift his mattress up. So underneath his mattress I literally just rolled up a towel and put it underneath the mattress so that it's raised on one end, put him laying down on that end, and then he's sort of elevated at night so he's not getting a blocked up nose and it's not really uncomfortable. Another really cool thing recently since our last update is George is now passing me things if I ask for them. Ta, George, ta, thank you so much. George, have it. Good boy. Mummy, have it. Thank you so much. Mwah. So he's now passing me things when I ask for it, which is really sweet. And also at dinner time and stuff, he tries to feed me. So I'll give him the spoon with some food on it, for example, and he'll feed himself and then he'll try and give it to me. He likes to feed me. And he also does it with his water bottle as well, which I just thought was so sweet. And he's really starting to understand that whole, like, he can give me things, and it's just really lovely to like interact with him in that new way that we've never been able to do before. I've noticed that since George has been at the childminder, he's been there for about a month now. He's interacting so much better with other children, but he's also interacting with us a lot better. He's learning so much, he's developing so quickly. So yeah, I think in that sense it is really beneficial for him to be there. In terms of clothing, George is still in 9 to 12 clothing. I think he's quite petite, I think, for his age. So yeah, I think he'll be in 9 to 12 clothing for a little bit. I think his limbs are just quite short. In terms of entertainment, he's really loving this new game that he's come up with his walker in the background there. He's getting this game, there's blocks in the bottom of it. He's getting the blocks from the bottom, standing up, going over the handle and then posting them back through and then going back down, picking them up and posting them back through. It's so funny to see you coming up with little games like that, little man. He's also been drawing at the childminders, actually putting like pen to paper, like he's actually been putting like the crayons on the page. One of his favourite things is this In the Night Garden book, or just In the Night Garden generally. Should we read it? He loves this book. It's just a hardboard book that he's reading right now. It's also got little buttons on it. If any of you guys are familiar with In the Night Garden, I don't know what they were on when they wrote that show, but George absolutely loves it. And generally, we've started to get into the routine of when he is going to bed, for his nighttime bottle, we will watch In the Night Garden for 10 minutes or so, and yeah, it really calms him down, soothes him. He really watches it, and yeah, then we have a little play of his book that he loves playing with. I'm sorry, I just need to show them. I'll link it down below, because if any of you guys have little ones that are like George, they will love In the Night Garden, and they'll also love this book. Other two ultimate like toys that he's absolutely obsessed with aren't actually toys, they're things that he probably shouldn't want to play with, are doors, any kind of doors, front door, back door, that kind of door, any door. And he loves going into cupboards and then getting all the things out of the cupboards that he shouldn't really be using. But we have actually just child-proofed in the kitchen, because obviously they're the cupboards that I really don't want him going in, so like chemicals or bleach or crockery or glasses, like, because they are obviously very unsafe for him. So we've child-proofed in there, and I'm gonna link some really good, easy and like sticky child-proofing latches, I guess. They're really simple, and they're not you don't have to screw anything in, they're just really easy to put on, and they work really well. So I'll link them down below. I put them on my Instagram story recently. They're so good, so simple, and I think they'll work for most houses. In terms of for George's birthday that's coming up, I think, like I said, I probably will get him a soft play like slide or stairs or something, some sort of thing like that, and also a toy kitchen, because he's obsessed with cupboards and the toy kitchens look really cute. Probably the IKEA one, because it is affordable, but it also looks really beautiful and like Scandi vibes. I love that. I'm pretty sure that's everything for George's 11-month baby update. I literally cannot believe he's 11 months old. He's going to be a year old really soon, like really soon. Like, it's just crazy, absolutely mad. Do you want to say goodbye to everyone, darling? Is that you saying bye? Bye. 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 We love you guys. See you later.
Cause you glue all the pieces back together. Yeah, you take all my wrongs and make them better. Yeah, you're making me wanna try forever. And I feel so free, oh my sweet baby.